Still with us in DPI, and let's move on to our next segment of the day and head over to Italy to discuss the drama surrounding AC Milan. Amid rumors of a rift between managers Paulo Fonseca and key players like Rafael Leao and Theo Hernandez, we have to ask what is going on behind the scenes, and Fonseca seems like he's not afraid to bench his stars. What's happening there?
I think it's fine if you bench players, if you have the results. There's an anniversary for them. And,
125th or 25th.
With a special jersey. It's supposed to be a special day.
125th.
And what do you see? You see a very bad performance. You see a 0-0 scoreline against Genoa, a team that is probably struggling right now and trying to find form. But then Milan didn't do the business, and they have a party afterwards, just a day after the match, and it didn't go well with the fans. With Fonseca, there was a silence when he walked into the venue, and the fans just not having it. And I think Fonseca is not a big enough character to handle AC Milan, a special club, a club that I always rate with the Real Madrid, the Bayern Munich, the Manchester United. This is a different type of team. You don't just handle the players, you handle, of course, the stadium, the fans, and you handle yourself. And Fonseca is not helping. And with the previous CV that he has with Roma, it's not helping as well. The results is not going according to plan. But the great reaction was when Tijani Reinders came out and walked into the venue, Pulisic as well. Not so much for Rafael Leao with the crowd booing. So they know what they want, the Milan fans. They have been involved with the team for quite some time now, and they want a team that is strong. They want a team that is competitive and not play a dull 0-0 draw again against Juventus. That game, it's almost like the Manchester derby where two great sides don't know what to do, didn't want to lose. They're just not having it because the Milan fans, they are used to having a great team from the 70s, 80s, 90s, that attacking flair, the metropolitan players. So now it's a different team. It's not performing very well, and this is what's happening to Milan. The ownership as well. A lot of questions with the ownership.
Yeah, it's because of the history of the club. I mean, the two banners that displayed at San Siro at the game, like it expresses well the feeling of the ultras, the Rossoneri fans. Like, Milan club, we have waited for you and supported you endlessly. We have had enough of your mediocrity and incompetent managers. A club without ambition. You are not up to our history. I think that's the key point there, because the history of the Milan.
If you see the fans as well, the Curva suit, right? Away matches, unbelievable. With the team, they travel together. 5,000-6,000 even. They can do more if they have that capacity in away matches. So I think in terms of the supporters, they're doing their best. But as you say, Firzi.
But Milan is, they're not showing it on the pitch, and it's important. And with Tuttosport, the Italian sports media said this is the rift, not just between Fonseca and the players, but between the fans and the Cardinale ownership. The Cardinale ownership, ever since they parted ways with Maldini, the way they parted ways, specifically the way they fired Maldini, the Cardinal never recovered from that up to this point, because the main clashing point from their clash was the Charles de Ketelaere transfer that proved with the Ketelaere's performances in Atalanta right now proves that Maldini is right. There is a player over there. It's just the way that Milan under Pioli, they cannot maximize the players. And Fonseca, when he came in, he was like the most unambitious profile on the list. I think they've got Conte on the list. I think they've got De Zerbi. I think they've got Sergio Conceição from Porto. Those are all the three names that the Milan fans, I think they are gonna receive more welcome. They're gonna welcome him more than Fonseca, because the history with Roma and the underwhelming performances over there. Even Ibra, he got the stick of the fans in that team dinner. I mean, maybe only Pulisic and I don't know,
Tiani, Mike
Reinders,
yeah.
the way he played right
Theo
now
Hernandez had a lot of stick as well.
has a lot of stick as well. This is, I mean, there's a lot of wrong in this team.
But look at
especially with the
Fonseca.
fans.
He's very good looking, yeah. With the
That's
chin
a plus
and
one,
everything.
yeah. That's
like
his
you with the
plus
beard
side,
And the hair salon style hair on a daily basis.
yeah,
Sadly,
but
that's
look
not
at
enough.
So beautiful.
They're
Yeah.
doing this on purpose, showing us on the screen.
Yeah,
right
maybe
now,
it's
by the way.
better if we have a more beautiful
this is
team
so
on the
weird.
pitch, because
Yeah.
the ones who judge you sitting on the stands on that game, like all the biggest names in Milan history. I mean, and Milan has a long history, Baresi and everyone, Lentini, everyone, but Maldini wasn't there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In that game,
Yeah.
Maldini wasn't there, and it
They had a
has
celebration with the
consequences.
legends, right?
Yeah, with the legends, Maldini and Boban, I don't think he's there also. Yeah, those are two
They were
very big
prominent
players.
figures
Prominent figures
Yeah.
behind the scenes
in
when-
the
when they were
leadership.
doing good, yeah.
Yeah, when they got the Scudetto, I think. Yeah, so it's not just about Fonseca and his players, but Cardinale and the fans.
Yeah, so there's obviously a deeper issue than just some player room dramas. But Kiko, what exactly do you think causes the inconsistent performance that Milan has been showing, especially if we see how they excel in the Champions League but struggling in Serie A? Is this a case of Fonseca prioritizing one competition over the other?
No, definitely not prioritizing. I think on paper you'd look at this Milan team and think, oh, they're not a team that should be on the 8th of the Serie A, and should be competing in all competitions available for AC Milan. Historically, we know AC Milan is a big club, won a lot of Champions League, had players competing for the Ballon d'Or. Now it's not at that standard, but fans are still eager, passionately waiting for that moment again, as they should be. But I don't think it's preference for competition, and I think it's more into the management and seeing like what's going on. You sacked Paolo Maldini, played I think around 900 games for AC Milan, club legend, and then what he's saying wasn't AC Milan had other ways of thinking, and then now it's backfiring. In terms of Paulo Fonseca, maybe I don't know if he's getting the players that they need for that style that he wants. I think he's forcing it a bit too much. So I think it's a matter of let's see in January what's going to happen with with AC Milan, whether they change manager. Because look where Conte is now with Napoli. We talked about it as well. And yeah, I think there's a lot of things that needs to be fixed. A lot of things that need to be fixed with AC Milan, and maybe a new face and the managerial position might be the answer. Though I think at the root of it is management from the back room and all that. So
Realistically speaking, can they recover and secure a Champions League spot for the next season?
I think they'll do okay in the Champions League in terms of securing a spot
For the next
from
season?
the position from the Serie A.
Number 8th, I think.
Yeah, I think it's still workable, but they need to change things very quickly.
Yeah.
They need to get results, and I don't think Fonseca is the right man to do it.
Yeah.
Pioli was struggling as well with the locker room, and now Fonseca. That locker room is very strong. There's a lot of
Personalities.
generals in there and trying to become the leader in that locker room. So Fonseca needs to control that. If he loses the locker room, then he'll be in trouble, because it's AC Milan. The player power is there, and the players can talk to the supporters, the tifosi as well. So it will be problematic if you don't have the backing of the locker room and the supporters.
Of course. But Marco van Basten said in his, I think in his interview, that Fonseca should be given time. Because he sees a few good things from the way Milan plays, but he also said that one of the ways that Milan can improve was maybe having more Italian players. It's his words. Maybe in his eyes, with having more local players, more they can give more to the shirt. They know more about playing for Milan, and in turn that will also help the Italian national team also, because the Italian national team is not doing so well right now. But yeah, I think Van Basten said give Fonseca time, but I don't think with the relationship that he has I think the fans are a little bit sanguine about Fonseca. It's more
Yep.
about the ownership above
Yeah.
them. But if Milan fail to reach the Champions League, it will be problematic for them. It could be the difference between selling Tijani Reinders or not. But if Tijani
Reinders is going. He's going.
But I think
Is
he's
that
gonna
an
sign a
opinion?
new contract.
Yeah, but still he's going.
But he's
I
still
think-
going
so.
just to
Because
get
it's
more
Real
money
Madrid.
from.
It's
yeah.
Real Madrid. Real Madrid
Yeah.
wants Tijani Reinders. So
Last week we said Enzo Fernandez to Real Madrid.
Enzo
Now we're
Fernandez.
saying
Yeah.
Tijani
Everyone to
Reinders,
Real
and if it's
Madrid, please.
together.
Yeah.
it'll be
Yeah,
so good.
they want Enzo
Oh,
and
that's not the
top
Tijani
side.
to play together.
Yeah, no, I.
Wow.
But it's strange that
Would
if
be nice.
Fonseca loses the job in Milan, the one name that is floating is Mancini.
Yeah,
Why
Roberto
is that?
Mancini.
Why is that? I have no idea.
I don't know. He's out of work. He's
But
great.
he
He's
doesn't
one of
Italian.
the, he's
Yeah,
one of
but
the
he
most
doesn't have any
successful
connections with-
Italian manager.
But with Milan, no.
Yeah, he has connections with
Former
Inter,
Internazionale
Inter Milan.
No.
manager.
Yeah.
He was a legend with Sampdoria, Lazio.
Yeah.
That doesn't go well with being the next manager of Milan. I don't know.
But his assistant Alberico Efani said
Yeah.
that he's the perfect guy. He can
Is
he
he?
got a lot of capabilities to
Yeah.
Look at
to
Saudi.
coach. Yeah, look at the Saudis.
That's not a
Take the money and run.
So you don't
Just-
think that he can restore the stability in Milan, Roberto Mancini?
In trying to work out with the players,
Uh-huh.
the problems there in the locker room, I think Mancini can do that. But the
In
style
terms
of
of way of
play,
playing,
Mancini for
style?
Milan, I don't think that's a perfect fit. But yeah, I think before Fonseca, Conceição was a great manager
that's-
to,
yeah.
to
To
maybe
try.
work with Milan. But again, he has that Internazionale connection with him, and De Zerbi was the one that I think the fans. I think was interested in terms
Yeah.
of
The playing style.
The playing style,
also
yeah.
The way he develops players,
mhm.
because that's what Milan fans also wanted.
Yeah.
Milan got a lot of great players in Primavera, in
Yeah.
Milan Futuro. Kamada was one of them, but
Mhm.
no, that Kamada, I think the young striker, I forgot his name. Yeah, that's the one lah. Yeah, this is the edition where we forgot player names.
Yeah,
maybe we're gonna
The day that we
the day
suddenly
we
forgot a lot
player
of names.
Yeah.
We're only
Yeah,
humans
but-
after all.
Mancini, he has like 13 trophies with 5 different teams.
Yeah.
He got Italy into a 37 match winning unbeaten streak. He's beaten Vittorio Pozzo's record of unbeaten matches with Italian team and winning streak with the Italian team. So yeah, he got that pedigree, but his connection with Inter, I don't know. I don't know if the problem was between if the problem is between Cardinal and the fans. If the way he solved it is by bringing in someone with that close of an association with Inter Milan, I don't know how the fans will perceive that. And fans in Italy, they show if they don't like the ownership. They can show if they don't
Yeah.
like the managers, the players, the owners, especially even Roma's sporting director. She ran off after fans terrorized her home. So yeah, the fans will let the Milan ownership knows. They will let Ibra knows if the imminent appointment of Mancini will be happy or
Yeah.
not. They will make it known.
What about you, Kiko? I mean, he's got some experience managing a high pressure environment, so
I mean, that is fine. I think tactically, I think they can somehow make it work with his experience and, trying this and that. It's just reputational wise. I agree with Adi with, the experience that he had in the past season and in the past teams. But again, with Saudi Arabia, it didn't go well for him.
yeah.
Even him going to Saudi Arabia, Italian football didn't react well. So there's that reputation risk that's there for Mancini. But he did wonders for Italy. He did wonders for Man City for a bit there. So it'll be interesting to see if he's the man eventually. But I'm not quite keen on it happening, just because of what happened just recently with Mancini. So.
Yeah, okay. So that's it from AC Milan. And up next, we're going to talk a bit about Indonesia's national football team. So don't get anywhere. We'll be right back. Blah, blah, blah. We'll be right back. We'll be back. We'll be back.